Hello and hope you had a good time. In this video, we want to talk about the strangest places that tourists travel to. Have you ever seen photos taken by your friends on Instagram and Facebook and wondered where these unknown places are? There are many places around the world that are out of orbit while we are still visiting the Eiffel Tower in Paris and the Vatican in Rome. The corners of the world are full of amazing attractions, from mysterious ancient sites to unique natural phenomena. The nature around us has unique beauties, strange and mysterious mountains, unique lakes with special colors, amazing natural phenomena that sometimes there is no answer to the riddles related to them. Now join us to talk about some of them. Subscribe our YouTube channel to watch the rest of this video and more. Agra is the third largest city in the state of Uttar Pradesh in India. The city is located along the Yamuna River and is only 2.5 hours by car, 4 hours by train and 30 minutes by plane from Delhi, the capital of India. The name Agra in the form of Agrabana first appears in the epic book of the Mahabharata, and semantic referred to it as campus or paradise. In the 16th or 17th century, Agra really became an image of a campus on earth. Agra became very important during the reigns of Akbar, Jahangir and Shah Jahan. It was the capital of the Akbar dynasty, the great king of Mughal Empire of India or the Gorkhans, and at that time became the center of art, culture, trade and learning of the vast country of India. Therefore, in the past, the city was called Akbarabad. Cusco is a historic city in southeastern Peru near the Urubamba Valley in the Andes Mountains, the administrative, political, military capital of the Inca Empire. According to the Incas, the capital of the Cusco Empire was the navel of the world, where the earth, sky and rivers met. Surrounded by sacred and snow-capped mountains, Cusco was a much larger area than a city, the epitome of Inca mythology, history and cosmic identity, and a mirror of the sky. Built on a vast expanse by Pachacuts, the city was a symbol of the Inca kingdom in the form of a giant cheetah. The city was divided into Upper and Lower Cusco and housed the temples, court, and tombs of past emperors, whose mummified bodies were the main pamphlet of the royal cult. Abu Dhabi is the capital of the United Arab Emirates and was declared the second most expensive city for travelers in the world in 2009, surpassing New York and Paris. Abu Dhabi was the fifth most expensive city in the world in 2008 and is one of the 7 emirates. The name of this emirate to Abu Dhabi is due to the existence of fresh water in ancient times. There was a herd of Zaba, meaning deer, before humans entered this area there. In 1761, after finding fresh water, the Bani Yas tribe settled in the area and named the area because of the presence of Abu Dhabi Zaba deer. The Sagrada Familia is a church in Barcelona that, in addition to being a religious place, is one of the city's tourist attractions. The Catholic Church has been under construction since 1882 and is expected to be completed by 2026. The church was designed by the famous Spanish architect Antoni Gaudí, who spent the last 15 years of his life completing the church. It is the last populous country in the world and has a population of about 800 people. Of these, 450 are Vatican citizens and the rest have residence permits in the city. About half of Vatican citizens do not live in the city and live in other parts of the world for the sake of their job, mostly as diplomats. The city's large library and valuable museum collections contain amazing historical information that is very valuable scientifically and culturally. In 1984, UNESCO inscribed the Vatican City on the list of historic cities, and the only example in which an entire country is recorded as a monument. What is interesting is the significant presence of men in the city because its main inhabitants are men. and a large population of them can be seen in the Vatican. The presence of tourists and pilgrims adds a special variety to the daily life of the city, and it is very interesting for them to meet the Pope during the Lord's Supper as well as religious rites and celebrations. The church, which took 5 centuries to build, is now the 4th largest church in the world. In the present location of the church was a large palace from the time of the Roman Empire, which remained unused after a fire in 454 AD, until the construction of the church began in 765 AD. The construction of this church was completed on November 7, 765 AD by order of Napoleon Bonaparte, where he was crowned King of Italy. Hence, a large statue of Napoleon in front of the church is in this square. The length of the building is 157 meters, width is 92 meters, internal height is 45 and external is 65.5 meters, and its highest point is a symbolic statue of Mary called Madonna, and the height is 106.5 meters. Its building is made of brick and its facade is made of marble. The facade of the church was renovated between 2003 and 2009, and other parts of the facade are currently being renovated. Visiting this church is free every day, and to go to the roof in 2010, you have to pay 5 euros by stairs and 8 euros by elevator. The city was inscribed on July 1, 2012 as a UNESCO World Heritage Site as Rio de Janeiro, Carioca landscape between mountain and sea. Rio de Janeiro was the capital of Brazil for nearly 2 centuries, from 1763 to 1815, during the Portuguese colonial period, from 1815 to 1821, during the United Kingdom of Portugal, Brazil, and the Algarve, and finally from 1822 to 1960. This tourist town is located next to the dense mountains of forest and beaches and bays of the Atlantic Ocean. Rio de Janeiro hosted the 2016 Summer Olympics. If you enjoyed, join us in the next video to introduce the other strangest places all over the world.